name is Graham, Professor Michael Graham, the head of the Development Finance Program here at the Business School, the University of Stellenbosch. And with me is
Good afternoon. My name is Peter Opperman. I'm a USB alumnus twice over, and I will be sitting in this afternoon.
first I present a general overview of where we are located, the university, the values of Stellenbosch University, and then I delve into matters relating to the Development Finance Program. And of course, you can post questions whenever you wish, and we'll do our best to answer those questions. The business school is located here on the Tiger Valley Business District, the campus here in Cape Town. And we have a beautiful campus here, enabling effective learning and, of course, nurturing your every thought at the same time. The vision here is to be distinctive. The business school aims to be distinctive. We develop responsible leaders throughout the programs that we offer here. I'm not going to talk too much about the other programs. We are specifically going to concentrate on the development finance program. USB, irrespective of the program you enroll to undertake, there are a number of values that we cherish. And those values are built into the way we do things around here, in our course delivery, the way we work, and the way we engage with ourselves, with industry, and with stakeholders at large. And these values include integrity, inclusivity, innovation, engagement, excellence, and sustainability. Many times we pose this question to ourselves. You look around and different institutions offer courses that are similar in some respect to what we offer here at the business school at USB. So you ask yourself why you must choose us above and over what other institutions offer. The first and foremost is the guaranteed quality. Now, this is proven. How and why do I say that? We have the triple accreditation, and that accreditation speaks to standardization, speaks to quality, and not quality for a given year, quality over a given period of time. We have the AACSC, we have the AirQuiz, and then we have the AMBER accreditations. And we are the only institution on the continent with these triple accreditation. You can be assured of leadership development. Don't get me wrong, when we talk about leadership development, sometimes these involve leadership of thought. You don't only have to be the CEO to be the leader. You can lead an argument. You can lead a thought process. You can be a leader of the way things are done in terms of processes. We also look at client engagement. We take a global perspective in the way we deliver our courses, but we are very, very proud to be an African institution. So we have an African contextualization in our delivery and the way we do things. Like I said to you, we are the only, or should I say the first, African university to achieve the triple accreditation, and that says a lot. It speaks once again to the quality of the faculty, the administration, the services we offer here, all to make sure that you achieve the vision for which we set ourselves for, and instill in you the values that those of us here at USB we are so proud of and willing to share with you all. We have a network of top business schools we work with. international faculty, excellent diverse student body throughout the continent. And we do also have students from outside the continent, from the USA, from the Asia Pacific region, as well as Europe. Stellenbosch University itself, for which the USB is a subset, we are only a business school, but we belong to the Stellenbosch University. We know that it's a top research university, which is globally acknowledged. Whichever faculty you look at, whichever lens through which you choose to look at us, there is always quality, and that permeates all aspects of what we offer here in this university. The main campus can be found in the bowels of the hills surrounding Stellenbosch. It's picturesque, it's beautiful, and you go there and you feel like you have to be there for a long time. But of course, we do appreciate that you are here to study. But studying doesn't mean you complete your program and we never hear of you again. There is an intense engagement with our alumni. In 2018, we'll be celebrating our 100-year anniversary, and we expect to see you all, either to tune in or to join us in the celebration, celebrating our history, all of it, celebrating our excellence, our research, the faculty, the students, the diversity, and the food. Right. Like I said to you, we are known, the business school is known for its strong development in leadership. That is leadership beyond being a manager. We actually develop you to be a whole human being and to lead in terms of thinking as well. We develop responsible global leaders for all industries. We don't specialize in any one industry. If we think in terms of those who come to us, we know we've already engaged people from anthropology through engineering, medicine to zoology. So we are open, we are willing, and when you come to us, we ensure that you leave with those values that we cherish so much. And of course, even though we look at things from the global perspective, we are inherently a proud African university. And that shows in the cases we use, because we understand that we have unique traits which we need to push and we need to understand. So we explain and use these cases in developing our leaders in our modules as well. In class, there is intense collaboration between and among students. You are not going to come here and find 100 students in the class. We don't do that. We maintain small classes because we intend to develop people. We look at you, we think in terms of how we can help you, and we place you in an environment, both in the classroom, the laboratory setting, and the campus-wide. We make sure that we provide what you need to come out as a whole, or we give you a holistic picture of how things ought to be. The faculty also has a culture of engagement. We invite important people to come in to provide guest lectures. Sometimes they come in to teach classes. Sometimes it's in the form of forums. We have a nice office here that also takes into account your needs. Just in case you want to change careers, we do understand that you have a path that you've set for yourself. But there comes a point in time where you say to yourself that you need a change to explore, a change to fulfill. And we have an office here, the Career Services, that provides students and our clients with that support. Like I said to you, you don't come to us, graduate, and then we say goodbye to each other. We do not part terms. It's a continuous engagement. You become an alumni and you are the root of whatever we do. You become an important stakeholder. We consult you from things in terms of the structures of the university, the physical structures, through curriculum development, any changes we expect, and you can advise us as well. We have 16 alumni regions, and you become a member of one of them when you graduate here. Like I said to you, we take a global perspective, and the global perspective, you can see that the faculty that teach on our program, where our students come from, and the type of modules we offer. Yes, we are proudly African, but even being African means you do international business. So we do understand the need to take a global perspective and not a parochial perspective when we develop our leaders. So yes, we look at the global context, and the content include the global examples, but once again, we are fiercely and proudly African. We also have faculty from the continent. We have programs for the continent. We have lessons learned on the continent. We host groups from top business schools who want to learn about the continent. We have business school from Denmark, throughout Europe, right? Russia, Ukraine, coming down to the Nordics, to Southern Europe, France, Spain, Belgium, Netherlands. So each time we always have, I think every week we have an international group visiting to learn what we have to offer to the rest of the world. Our current students come from 18 African countries. This informs us on the programs that we offer. We have business management, we have futures studies, we have management coaching, we have project management, we have leadership, we have financial planning, and of course we have the development finance. We offer programs from the certificate through the postgraduate diploma to the master's and the PhD level. We have the whole portfolio, and you can trust us to deliver because we have the track record and we do deliver. Myself and my colleague, Dr. Opperman, we're going to concentrate on the development finance program. And please, once again, if you have any queries, any questions at all, please post it, and we will respond to all, not some, of the queries or questions. The development finance program we have here, we're going to talk about the Master of Philosophy in Development Finance. We're going to talk about the postgraduate diploma of Development Finance, and then we're going to talk about the PhD program in Development Finance, starting with the Master's program. Now, what we have here is it's a basic pictorial representation of what we do. We play in a space which hitherto, or to a large extent, has been neglected. And what we want to do is to draw two extremes together. You think in terms of the need for improved water supply or electricity supply. Think in terms of governments not being able to afford all the needs. Think in terms of the private sector having this notion that the risks inherent in some of these sectors are too high to deploy a large chunk of or to channel a large chunk of savings into these investments. What then happens? That is where you come in as a development finance expert or practitioner. You see, At one extreme, we have this high risk, whereby because of issues involving cost recovery, government dominates. What we know today is that we need, at least on this continent, we need 93 billion annually. Where is this fund going to come from? We cannot fund, we know governments cannot fund all of these from budgetary allocations. So when you picture the high risk arena, what you're going to find is poor survivalist businesses and social enterprises, and every now and then what we also do see is this fiscal transfers, government grants, trying very hard to make do of a bad situation. Then we have the stock market channeling funds to the seemingly most efficient use, the private sector. What happens then? There is a space in between these two whereby we find a void, and this is a critical void. What do you think?
Development finance, in simple terms for me, is filling private capital market gaps, and that is that void that you've spoken about.
So what we have now is that if you can picture a situation whereby there is a collaboration between the public sector and the private sector. We use the example of PPP being the private-public partnership, or the public-private partnership, whichever way you put it, works. You see, we bring in two extremes together, with allocations for risks management, with allocations for providers of financing, making it possible for things to improve for the lot here on the continent. And the DFIs, being the development finance institutions, they play a critical role in this void. So when you come to us as students in the development finance, whether you are with us as a PGDip student or you are with us as a Master of Philosophy student, this is the niche. It's a niche void which we address, and in the end you become a practitioner in this arena. Is there anything you wish to add?
I think that also when you play into that void, what is so relevant these days is the development finance interventions, impact evaluations. And that is a very topical issue, and a very topical issue for our continent as well. So that you will operate in that space, evaluating development finance impacts.
Yeah, that's very good. That's very good. So you can appreciate what we have to offer here, and if you have any doubt at all, if you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to contact us. We have the expertise, we have the people to answer any question or any questions you may have. Like I said to you, we are a clear leader in this field. You are not going to find a single institution that offers the whole portfolio, from the advanced certificate to the PhD. That lends credence to our credibility. And like as I mentioned much earlier on, we know because we do. We do because we have the capability, we have the faculty, and we have the structures in place to advance you wherever you wish to be, however far you wish to go. We have the capacity to assist you in doing that. So you can start with the development, the advanced certificate, work your way through the postgraduate diploma, to the MPhil in development finance, and finally to the PhD. We are not saying it is easy. It is easy. Sorry, we are not saying that at all. What we say is that if you are motivated, we are equally motivated to help you achieve your maximum. We both put in the hard work to ensure your success. What do we require? We require that you have 4 years of studies, an honors degree, or a postgraduate diploma. Please, if you have a business background in terms of academics, it's fine. But we are not restricted to degrees in the field of business. We have experience in helping students from a diverse background, like I said to you, from anthropology through medicine to through engineering to medicine to zoology. We have graduated engineers, we have graduated medical practitioners, we have graduated people with business degrees, and one graduate of us had a degree in music when she came to us, and worked hard and succeeded in working through the program and graduating successfully, of course. We need people with sound understanding of quantitative analysis. Don't get us wrong here. If we are interested in mathematicians, we will say that we want you to understand the importance of quantitative approach. What we talk about this day and age is the data-driven economy. What do you do with the data that you gather? So when you have an understanding of how to use data, you are the type of student that we wish to have, and we are certain that we can help you in developing your quantitative skills. All we need for you to do is to be open in terms of your understanding and in terms of your capacity to develop. We also need 3 years of experience. We need that every single one of our students has experience, and that experience is telling in our classroom discussions in the cases we talk about. How many years of experience did you have before you joined us?
10.
About 10.
About 10.
Now you are a stellar student. All right. Is there anything you wish to add for this requirement?
Well, I think it's just important, as Prof. Michael has said, is that you don't need an honors economics degree. We admit students from all fields.
Okay. All right. Now, the development finance curriculum requires, we offer a modular program. So what it means is that you visit campus for 2 weeks at a time, 3 times in an academic year, and when you come, you start with the core modules, and then you work your way up to taking the electives. Now, as you can see here, the core modules involve 6 modules. We have the economic development perspectives in Africa, the issues in banking and finance, microfinance, project finance, governance and ethics, and then we have the research methods in development finance. Once you satisfy the requirements here, you go on to take your electives, and as you can see, we have electives from 2, 4, 6. We have quite a wide array of electives, which feeds directly into your areas of interest. Now, in designing this program, I must say that we were in constant discussion with external stakeholders as well. And so we know the needs of industry, and the needs of industry informs us on the choices we make in terms of what we deliver here, even for the electives. On top of it all, we expect our graduates to be competent researchers, our graduates to be able to take a subject, think through the subject, and deliver policy advice and prescriptions by researching the subject and then advancing suggestions in terms of what can be done to improve a particular situation. It is fascinating, it is engaging, and you never come out the same way you entered the program. You become a new person. You grow and grow very well. Like we said earlier on, we have specialized knowledge and we offer a critical understanding of development finance. The focus is on sub-Saharan Africa, even though we offer a global perspective. We are proud Africans, and we work to solve the problems on the continent. We are not interested in theory for the sake of theory. Theory is important, has its place, but our main preoccupation is the practical applications of those theories. We do not teach theories, we teach practice. The theories become the model that enables us to solve the problem. So whatever the real world problem may be, we offer that space, we offer that mode of thinking that allows you to think around the subject, work with the subject, and advise on the subject. We also offer enterprise level aspects of development finance with a strong focus on sustainability and microeconomics. So, like I said to you, you are here 6 weeks on campus. That is for each academic year. You come 3 times. You need discipline to ensure continuous work. We expect you to work 15 to 17 hours per week for an average student over the 2-year period, and your quantitative skills are important. And again, we are not looking at you from the lens of you being a mathematician, a statistician, or a physicist for that matter. We are looking at you as somebody who has the base, and we use that base to develop you further. The specific skills which you can expect once you graduate from the program include these 3: that you'll be able to review and evaluate the development finance policies. You remember the point Dr. Opperman made in relation to the impact analysis. So if you can review, you can evaluate, you can establish the impact of the development finance policies. We also develop and implement context-specific development finance policies. We evaluate and formulate programs to address development finance needs. So you see here, just by looking at these 3, we understand that we are focused. We are absolutely focused on problem solving. You don't come to us and just regurgitate a theory or a model. It is specific, it is tailor-made, and we play the void, we play to fill the void in a way that you become full, a wholly developed student of thought in development finance, and a practitioner for that matter. We don't require that you resign from your job and join us on a full-time basis. Like I said to you, you come to us 3 times in a year. Each visit is for 2 weeks over a 2-year period. And this is only a subset of the international student cohort. We have students from Botswana to Zimbabwe. In between, we are proud of our graduates from Ghana and our current students from Ghana. We are proud of our graduates and our current students from Nigeria, from Burkina Faso, from Cameroon, from Malawi, Uganda, Mauritius, Lesotho, Mozambique, Namibia. Did I mention Namibia already?
Benin.
Benin. And this is only a subset of countries here in Africa. Like I said, we already know that we've had students from Europe, North America, and Asia Pacific region as well. We are USB. We are the best. We don't boast that we are the best. The data suggests that we are the best. When you come to us, you come into the best. The wish for us is that you turn out to be the best in leadership, whichever sphere of influence you find yourself in. We also have the Development Finance PGDip program. This program is offered to those whose background doesn't exactly fit the requirements for the master level. We start at a level for which some students may find overwhelming. So to guide you to your destination, we admit you to the PGDip, which is a postgraduate diploma in development finance, and introduce you to the field, which allows you to grasp what is important and the basic tenets of development finance, and enables you to push forward to undertake the modules in the master at the master level, and subsequently at the PhD level, if you so wish. The core modules in the postgraduate diploma in development finance include finance and development in Africa, financial analysis and project appraisal, small-scale enterprise development and finance, risk management in development finance institutions, the public-private partnership, and of course your research essay. The electives here include the leadership in development finance, the mortgage and housing finance, social entrepreneurship, and agricultural finance. We don't require that once you graduate from the PGDip, you enroll straight away into the master program. If achieving the PGDip certification meets your purpose, by all means, you're allowed to do that. And later on, if you wish to come to us, you may come to us. But this offers a strong and solid foundation to get into development finance, to understand what are the issues. And again, once you come to us at whatever level, the core values of the University of Stellenbosch Business School permeates through the program as well. The leadership, the integrity, and all. Everything we promise, we deliver.
I think just a point to note is that we have witnessed that students that come from the PGDip over to the MPhil do very well. So it is really a stepping stone for people, for prospective students that consider going that route.
And every single year we do admit students from the PGDip class, of the graduating class. We do admit students as well. So once again, it's not a matter of we pushing you. It's a matter of us being here to hold your hand, if need be, to guide you through whichever level you wish to achieve for yourself.
Another advantage I just want to mention, Prof, is that the 3 blocks over 2 years for the MPhil degree. The 3rd block is already in the start of the 2nd year. So the advantages of that is that in your 2nd year, you can almost concentrate fully on your research assignment. I think that is a big advantage.
It is. Thanks for bringing that up. Now, when I talk about evidence, we have here Dr. Opperman, who is one of our fine graduates. He got a PhD with us, and he's here to offer a personal testimony in terms of his experiences what he's achieved and where he's going with his with the values which we have inculcated into him as a school.
Thank you for this opportunity to provide a testimony for my experience at the USB. As previously stated, I am a USB Development Finance alumnus twice over. I completed an MPhil in Development Finance in 2012, and I completed a PhD in Development Finance in 2016. I'm currently employed on a postdoctoral contract here at the USB, and I also teach on the PGDip Development Finance and on the MPhil Development Finance course. As I've previously stated, development finance is about filling private capital market gaps. It is therefore a critical degree skill for Africa. Therefore, any person that is interested or cares about the sustainable economic development of our beautiful continent should definitely consider this degree. This also ties in beautifully with the USB's vision of being a globally distinguished business knowledge partner in Africa. Furthermore, I chose the USB because this was the first school in Africa to offer any development finance degree, and that was already in 2003, showing the track record of the school. Furthermore, if you look at the citations of the core faculty, you will find the research output. You will see the quality of the research output, which also is one of the reasons for me choosing this school. Furthermore, you can study and work. As I've mentioned, there are 3 blocks. Another advantage is that you are not left cold in your research. There's a research module in your first year already, for which you can work through your whole proposal or start building on an idea before you can complete the research in your second year. So you are not left cold to get a new research topic on your own. Because I further chose the school because students are selected from across Africa and from across the globe. There's therefore diversity of ideas, and the networking opportunities are numerous. For anyone that is interested in development finance, I would therefore gladly recommend consider becoming part of the USB family.
Thank you, Dr. Opperman. I see that there are no questions as of yet, but we do invite online participants to post any question or queries, and we are here to respond to you in whatever the question may be. We have a response for you. If not, we will get back to you. So please pose your questions. Whether it's the faculty, whether it's the core modules, whether it's the support structure, or the university itself. We have the people and we have the knowledge to solve any issues you may have. One important thing is, one other important thing which I think we need to talk about is, it doesn't really matter where you are in your career. We are not saying that you have to be at the early stage of your career or mid-career or the advanced level in your career. Wherever you are, I think I take that back. I know wherever you are, I know there is still room that we can help develop you to achieve sometimes things that you didn't think was possible. So we invite all. We are open, and we invite all to join us here. It's a beautiful school. We have the track record. You have the quality standard, and you turn out to be a great person. With the PGDip, Essentially, there's something that I mean in any type of institution, issues relating to assessments are important. Now, whether we are looking at the Master of Philosophy in Development Finance or the Postgraduate Diploma in Development Finance, it is important for us to ensure the integrity of the assessments. Now, the integrity of the assessments means that we have to be fair, we have to be firm, and we need to develop assessments at a level which is suitable for the student, for the level for which we remember we are promising something. We are promising you quality. Remember, we are promising you values. Remember, we are promising you the ability to deliver once you get through us. So our assessments are tailor-made towards that. For the postgraduate diploma, we start from that and then we come to the Master of Philosophy. With the postgraduate diploma, the assessments involve cases. With these cases, which are the cases which refer to specific problems in development finance, they may be completed on an individual basis or on a group basis. We do acknowledge that out there we all work in groups. You work in a department, you work in an institution involving other people, small groups, large groups. So it becomes important for us to expand on your thought processes when you work in groups. But here we only work in small groups. So in the assessments, we look at your output in small groups, we look at your output as an individual, and with the individual assessment, it may involve either a take-home assessment or then it may involve an assessment which is conducted in a controlled environment. So yes, there are tests, there are exams, and there are written work which is submitted much later on. Presentations are important. When we think in terms of being a leader of thought process, you do not just write things and leave it for others to interpret. Many times, and I think all the time, the expectation is that you deliver on what you have written. So presentations in class form a core of the assessments which we deliver here. And at all times, we all do know that. Sometimes you write something, and when you process what you have written and you actually have to voice it out, you know that something doesn't add up. Sometimes. And the presentations which form part of the assessments enable you to do that. And quick thinking on your feet. Quick thinking on your feet, which is important. So when we talk about quality, the assessments here, both at the postgraduate diploma level and at the Master of Philosophy level, involve group work, take-home assignments, presentations, and then individually written assessment in a controlled environment.
I think for the PGD, just to mention, if you come back for your second block, remember the PGD is just over 1 year, and this, when you come back for your second block, you will write 4 exams for the 4 core modules that you took in the first block.
So essentially, what Dr. Opperman is saying is this. I don't mean to rehash what he's saying, but I'm just offering a further clarification. This is what happens for each visit. Students attend classes, take in information, may do some presentations or take home assessment whilst they are here, and then we expect our students to go back and study the modules which have been delivered, and then when they return for the subsequent modules, the first few days are reserved for exams, and these exams relate to the modules that were taken on the last visit. So that is the way we operate here. It's not just for the PGDip, it's for the masters as well. But at PGDip, you do 4.
Yes.
You write 4 assessments, whereby with the Master of Philosophy, it may be 3 or 4, depending on which cohort, right?
Yes, it's just the research from the core module doesn't have an exam, but all the other 5 then will be exam.
Indeed, that is the case. That is the case. So that is it for assessments, and at all times we aim to be fair. Everything is open. It may be an open book test, or it may be a closed book test, depending on the module. And essentially, the modules are delivered in a way that makes it possible to achieve the set objectives. So if there is a need for a closed book test, we have a qualified faculty from established and international institutions who know what they're doing. And yeah. I think that we come to the end of our presentation, and I would like to thank you for joining us and listening to what we have to offer, and hopefully we will have further engagement with you as students, as members of the larger society, as stakeholders to improve upon what we have. I don't know, improving on excellence is not easy, but still we have room, we always have room for improvement. Something you want to add?
I hope to see a lot of prospective students join the USB family.
All right. Thank you all, and hopefully we continue to engage each other. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
They'll switch off from IT. So it's done? Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.